Welcome to Philadelphia, the birthplace of America. The downtown skyline shining brilliantly tonight. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
For most teams in the NBA, success starts at the top. The challenge for owners, most of whom don't come from basketball backgrounds, is picking the right person to entrust with roster decisions. That skill set is hard to evaluate sometimes, but getting that first decision right can sometimes make all the difference. Kevin?
It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at center, locking down the middle. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid.
Well, no doubt now the Bucks are an elite team in the East. Not only the best record in the league, but getting all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals as well. This team has a bright future and will be a force in the years ahead.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Here's Bledsoe. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Well, you got to respect the athleticism and the willingness to defend that Simmons has. I mean, he's a skilled shot blocker, too.
Richardson, no luck.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And the Bucks got a lot of big wins, Clark, throughout the season.
They sure did. The Bucks were outstanding all year long. Had a very tough series against the Raptors in the East Final and ended up getting bounced out. But tell you what, this Milwaukee Bucks team, they're going to be in the hunt for championships several years going forward.
And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Clock at 4. Simmons passes to Horford, over Bledsoe, and there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Simmons.
Well, I tell you what, I love the unselfishness of Ben Simmons. This guy delights in setting up his teammates, and if they're open, they get the ball.
Now here's Bledsoe. Here's Lopez. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lopez has got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Simmons kicks to Horford. Back to Simmons. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. The shot by Middleton, wide open. The three-pointer, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Simmons. Here's Embiid. Outside for Simmons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the 76ers with some changes. Jonah Bolden's checked in for Horford. And Smith's subbed in for Richardson. Milwaukee also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo.
Man, how about the vision of the hometown hero, George Hill, spotting a teammate and whipping it over quickly.
And the 76ers with possession. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Harris. Hill pulls it in. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. To the wing right side. And here's Giannis from outside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now here is Harris. Smith outside. Outside, Simmons. Here's the floater.
And Hill once again demonstrating that wingspan of his. I mean, he has one of the most impressive wingspans in the game, which helps him an awful lot at the defensive end. He can guard bigger players because of that.
And here's Giannis from outside. No good that time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. The game is evolving, and Al Horford has changed his game along with it.
It never occurred to me that I'd be shooting threes at this rate and doing some of the things that I'm doing, but it's just the way that the game has evolved.
And give Horford credit. He adjusted with the times. He didn't stay set, Greg, in his ways.
Yeah, he was always a great mid-range shooter, and he's proven to be a legitimate threat from deep.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, they've got Hill, Antetokounmpo out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Connaughton in at the two. Well, Clark, what a year it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo last season. He took everything to the next level from the get-go. He became a top player in the NBA.
And you know what, guys? Early on, you could see it and you could feel it. It was going to be a special year for Giannis because his progression and development, his hunger, his commitment, his work ethic, all of that helped him become the MVP of the league against a pretty competitive field of MVP candidates.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. 3 on the clock. The shot misses. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Korver against Harris. To the paint. Here's O'Quinn. Milwaukee with the rebound.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. The 76ers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Mind the lane. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And the 76ers with some changes. Al Horford is checked in for Bolden. Scott comes in for Harris. And it's Richardson in for Smith. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Now here's Simmons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Richardson kicks to Scott. Here's Horford. The shot comes out. Good D by Giannis. Bucks leading by 6. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Matthews. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Simmons. Kicks it to Scott. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Slick in the pick and roll. Simmons, when a passing lane is open, he jumps all over it.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. That's tipped. Shoots from 12. Here's Horford. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, he was the third pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
So Horford gets 2.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Giannis with it. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, you know, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by one, ending the half with a 4-point lead. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense, called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. That's good coaching.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half the shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that's a wrap. With the
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Simmons. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Simmons got the game tied up here for Philadelphia.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. Bledsoe left side. Back to Giannis. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Matthews. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Matthews with the basket on the assist by Giannis.
And Matthews crosses up the defense with his catch-and-shoot J. You can't afford to lay off of him.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long three.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
Simmons finds Richardson. Good.
And with Simmons, you get it all. I mean, the shooting, the rebounding, and the passing.
51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Matthews. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Over Horford. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And that one, good. And now just a 1-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Harris inside, defended by Middleton. And here's Richardson. Now the pass to Horford for the lead. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Bucks lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Ilyasova at the 4 with Lopez at the 5. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 guard. Hill, no good. 76ers trailing. Al Richardson. Over Hill. Richardson, good. Richardson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the 76ers. Here is Hill. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Over Smith. Kept alive. And it's blocked. Lopez passes to Ilyasova. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the way Ilyasova angles his body and contorts it really makes it tough to defend him inside.
And Simmons, he's checked in for Smith. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Here's Hill. It's hauled in by the 76ers. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Richardson. And the layup falls. Richardson's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 3. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Embiid, he's checked in for Mike Scott. The Bucks also changing it up. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Hill. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Middleton dishes to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. Over Simmons, trying to get open is Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Philadelphia. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Stolen by Middleton. Shoots the 3. Got it! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
There's no doubt about it. Eric Bledsoe has got the touch. He's feeling it.
Timeout called the 76ers. The score knotted at 24. 34 seconds left in the game. Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. The Bucks also with the sub. Wesley Matthews checked in for Pat Connaughton. 34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Simmons. And they double up Embiid. To the middle, here's Richardson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
That's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They trail by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Here's Giannis. Lopez outside. He kicks it to Middleton to the right side. Bledsoe finds Giannis. Bledsoe missed. Lopez with the ball. Middleton outside. Pass to Matthews. Over Richardson. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really